Prophet Uebert Angel in a very long time in a previous podcast have now, breaking silence on what Al Jazeera really did with him and the punishment that will come to them for what they did to him about the gold mafia documentary. And I want you all to pay attention to this video.
Woe unto you, scribes. Now here it is. Woe unto you what? Journalists.
Journalists.
Grammatiose is the word in the Greek, which means those who deal with the with the text. You understand? Woe unto you, scribes and Pharisees, you are hypocrites. For you are as graves which appear not. There is no sign you are a grave. So people walk on it. That means you will do your work, but nobody will remember you. Wow. How many social commentators are rich? All of them are broke.
That's true.
They know what's wrong with the country. If you give them an opportunity, they can't fix it. All they know is how to comment. Those guys are just spending and taking our money. Yeah. Did you put any money there? So, no. But they're wasting it. We would be getting it now. No social commentator can be rich.
That's powerful.
Woe unto you. Now hear this. Hear this. Verse number 45. You got to listen. Remember, their souls crying to God, avenge us. Yes. We died in the Old Testament. Now it's the New Testament. It's 2024. God, you have not killed the people that killed us. But the people that killed you are dead. So God says, then answered one of the lawyers and the liars, and said unto him, Master, that saying thou reproachest us also. He said, the saying you just said also attacks us as lawyers. Because this is grammatios, the scribe, the ones who write, the authors, all this. Now here it is. Then answered, then he said, woe unto you also, ye lawyers. Remember, Jesus is talking to journalists and religious leaders, whom he is calling hypocrites, Pharisees. Yes, and the lawyers said, sir, wait a minute. I think the saying you just said, I think it touches me. God said, woe unto you lawyers too.
Wow.
Jesus was something. So he said, yeah, you are right. Yeah, woe unto you. And the woe unto you means destruction to you.
Destruction.
For you led men with burdens, grievous to the bone, and ye yourself touch not the burdens with one of your fingers. In other words, you tell people to carry burdens that you can't carry. Then he says here, verse number 48, and I want you to notice 48, 48, 49, 47, 48, and 49, 47. Woe unto you, for you build graves of the prophets, yet your fathers killed them. If you go to Israel right now, you can go to the grave of Samuel. You can go to the grave of David. Yes, and people are paying to see and God is saying, you are building and protecting the graves. You, Israel, you're protecting the graves. But at the same time, it's a testimony against you that your father killed my prophets. Whilst you keep them, thank you for taking care of the graves. But it's testifying against you. You are a prophet killer.
Testifying against you.
Jesus said, how I wish to gather you as chicks under my wings, but you would not let me. Oh, you Jerusalem, the city that kills the prophets. Now hear what God is saying now. Verse number 48. Please listen. Remember, we have souls crying for God to avenge them. But the problem is the people that killed the souls are dead. We are the ones who are alive. And they are crying so that we get killed for the crimes of people that killed them. And the people that are crying, we don't know them. The people that killed them, we don't know them. But God promised them that he was going to kill people to avenge them. Now, how is God going to do it? He's going to resurrect people who killed these people, or what? Here's what he says. Truly you bear witness that you allow the deeds of your fathers, for you indeed killed them, and then you build sepulchres. Therefore also said the wisdom. This moves me. I get turned on in my spirit on this one. It says, therefore said the wisdom, the Sophia. You know, there are three types of wisdom. But this Sophia is the highest level. When Jesus walked on water, he was using Sophia. So the boiling point of God's wisdom is called Sophia.
Boiling
So,
point.
so therefore said God when he was at his peak of intelligence. When God said I broke through the ceiling of wisdom. I shattered the glass ceiling. I'm at the end of it. I can't be more intelligent than this. This is what he said I would do. Because you guys want somebody dead. Here's what I'm going to do. I will send you prophets. Uebert angel. Chris Oyagilome.
Yes, sir.
Idahosa.
Yes, sir.
Oyedepo. Are you getting this?
Yes,
I
sir.
will send you prophets and apostles. And some of them, they shall kill and persecute. No. 49. Notice, how can you be intelligent? How is this intelligence? Oh Lord, how is this intelligence that you're saying? At my highest level of wisdom, I thought about it and I said, how do I do this? Let me send them prophets. Oh, that's clever. So that they give them the prophetic word. No, so that they kill them. How is this intelligence? That you give them prophets and apostles so you can kill and persecute, and you call that wisdom. Why is he doing so? Because the people that were killed were prophets. Hear me well. Amen.
Wow.
I don't know if you're getting. And then the souls include everybody, prophets and non-prophets alike. Now watch this. It says, I'll send them prophets and apostles, and some of them they shall slay and persecute. That the blood of all the prophets. Notice, he said there are people crying under the altar.
Yes.
And I have a problem. I'm in the New Testament. I can't kill nobody because it's the dispensation of grace. Yes. But what I have, I plan now, I'm using my wisdom now. In order for them to be guilty of the souls that are crying, to be guilty of the murder of the souls that are crying to me, what I will do is I'll send them an office that looks like the Old Testament. So if they disturb that Old Testament office, I will say you are in the Old Testament and judge them by the laws of the Old Testament, not the New.
Wow.
No, they didn't get it.
Wow.
49. Therefore also says the wisdom of God, I will send them prophets and apostles, and some of them they shall slay and persecute. And what happens? That the blood of all the apostles, no, the prophets, which was shed from the foundation of the world, may be required of that generation. No, this generation. So God is saying, I need to kill some people in this day and age. The only way I can go about it is if I send them prophets who are an Old Testament mirror. When I send them these prophets, they shall persecute them and kill them. And when they persecute them, I will find them guilty of the murder of all the millions that were crying under the altar. So some of you go to heaven after persecuting a prophet. And when you get there, God will judge you for killing a prophet. You say, wait, when did I kill a prophet? Say, no. You were in the Luke 11:50 group. I was trying to kill people. And I send you. That's why the Bible says the prophet is a trap in his own house. And there is a trap for the prophet in every place he goes to. So who do you think are being trapped by these broadcasters? Prophets.
Wow.
The watchmen of Ephraim. Are you getting this?
Yes, sir.
You seem to be somewhere else. The watchman of Ephraim was with my God, but the prophet is a snare of a fowler. In all his ways. In other words, let's go to NIV. The prophet, along with my God, is the watchman over Ephraim. Yet snares await him on all his path. You see, General.
So, this is a very long video, and I think you have seen enough. This is how Al Jazeera will be dealt with because they prosecuted him. And this is how I break down my videos, and people think maybe I'm not, he didn't name drop. So because he didn't mention Al Jazeera, doesn't mean he's not referring to them. He is. It doesn't mean to say he needs to, by all means name drop. And that's what I can do because I have watched him for a very long time. So when he says certain things, I can correlate what he's saying to who or which group he's talking about. Okay. So Prophet Uebert Angel never name dropped in a particular video strongly and talk about Al Jazeera. He did that only when TB Joshua's documentary surfaced the internet. But when they persecuted him, he never sat on TV and point fingers at Al Jazeera and said this and that and that. You both did this, I didn't do this. No, he never did that. But now, in his own wisdom, he has given you how God will deal with these media outlets for persecuting him, for persecuting this pastor, for persecuting that pastor. In a previous broadcast, he dropped that he said Al Jazeera made, is it $45 million from the documentary they did with um, TB Joshua. 45, do you know $45 million? That's huge an amount. Very huge an amount. Very huge. And so that's what Prophet Evangel has to say, breaking silence on a very long time, you know, persecution that Al Jazeera did with him, and the punishment that will go to them is crazy. My name is Shoda Nixon. I love to break down gospel messages like this. Make sure to subscribe, like this video, put out some post notification so that on our previous uploads, sorry, I said previous, on our next uploads, you'll get notification. I'm out.